10.
The boys are back. That's right, Florida Man Sports is here with another exciting episode. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. This is Florida Man Sports.
Like
So
this.
what's going on?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
you're
welcome back to
hilarious.
Florida Man Football.
Let's go.
Remote style. Now, Chris, welcome back from your vacation.
Yes.
Of course, in this week's show, we're going to go over Week 10 on what happened with our Florida teams and a couple key things in NFL in general.
Absolutely.
Of course, make our picks for Week 11 in the NFL season. The season is almost over, Chris. We're past the halfway point. But let's go ahead and start with our Florida teams and what happened. Let's start with the debacle in Jacksonville, Chris. Jacksonville Jaguars up 29-10 going into the fourth quarter. End up losing the game after giving up 26 unanswered points to the Houston Texans. A travesty is just an understatement of what happened in that game. But give me your breakdown.
Yeah, Florida Man Football streaming on all major platforms. Jonny Cinco, and let's be real, right? Unless this is the first time you're watching Florida Man Football, I don't think that you're surprised. Is that a fair statement, Johnny?
Yeah, it makes sense.
We've been from the beginning here. We've been very honest about our Florida football teams here, and when we're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars, we know who you are. We said that a couple of weeks ago, and then now moving forward, you lose a divisional game the way that you lost it. Yes, it sucks, but we're not surprised. And it's not about Travis Hunter, being hurt. It comes back down to the quarterback, and it comes down, Johnny Cinco, to something that I spoke to you about a few weeks back, which is at the end of the day, you have a new coach, you have a new GM, but you're still believing in Trevor Lawrence. And that is the problem at this point. So there's nothing else for me to talk about. We know they're going to win 9 wins this year, maybe 8. But at the end of the day, Johnny Cinco, it starts and ends with Trevor Lawrence, and sucks. I want Duval to do better, and but I'm not surprised, I guess, is my point.
I think we can take away and be clear on this is that we already established that Jacksonville's not going to really do much of anything this year. They had a couple little highlights this year. They won that game against Kansas City. Duval thinks they won the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, I don't care. Somebody may say that I'm saying it too soon. But I think after this game, we're past the halfway point. It's clear that Travis Hunter drafted that high was a mistake. What happened? He's injured. Big surprise. People were saying you can't play both sides. It's going to happen. He is not here to help you win big games. Trevor Lawrence is not the guy. Great college player. He's not worthy of that number 1 overall pick. He is not an NFL quarterback that's going to lead a team to a championship. So Duval may be mad at those comments, but at the end of the day, it's clear we've seen enough tape to warrant what our opinions, especially on Jacksonville, through 10 weeks in the NFL. Chris, moving on.
100%. 100%.
Moving on, the Miami Dolphins go ahead and pull off a stunning victory. People like us have written off Miami. It's not like I'm claiming they're going to go and make the playoffs, but still to pull off a stunning win like this, and they handled the Buffalo Bills. And we dogged Jacksonville for not being able to win big games, for Trevor Lawrence not being able to do it. And Tua, to his credit, every once in a while he shows up, and he shows up big, and the Miami Dolphins went ahead and win the game. What's your takeaway?
My takeaway, Johnny Cinco, is very simple. Like, you don't know how to win, you don't know how to lose. Like, you're at the point where you fired the GM. And Johnny, at one point, if you were watching this game, it was a game that even in the fourth quarter was like 16-0. And so it was a 2-possession game at that point, and the Bills still had a chance to win. Yep. So I'm not trying to take away anything from Miami for winning the game. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, what does this do? What does this win do? Prolong what? Get a lesser draft pick? Like, I at this point, like you said, we're past the halfway point, Johnny. And let me ask you a question real quick. Is Miami going to make the playoffs this year?
No, I've established they're not.
So then what's the point? And I guess I'm not trying to say just tank. I get it. Miami wants to win games. The fans want W's. But if we're being really honest here, this did more bad than good. This is not like they're celebrating this win right now. Like, stop it. You have a lesser pick in the first round, and you're not a playoff team. So there's nothing for me to celebrate. Congrats on beating a team that you shouldn't have lost to. But like I said, you can't win right. You can't lose right. That's the story for the Miami Dolphins.
What did Herm Edwards say, Chris? You
You play
play
to
to
win the game.
win the game.
Yeah,
Hello. So no,
yeah.
it's for you to sit here and be like they need a tank now. The owner of the Miami Dolphins,
Johnny,
listen,
really?
we know we
Really?
know we
Yeah,
know that there are rumors that he wants them to tank. There's accusations going on there,
yeah.
so that's a possibility. But at the end of the day, Chris, what this does by beating the Buffalo
Tell me
Bills,
what it does. Please tell me what it
it
does.
I'm gonna tell you, it solidifies the number one team in the NFL, the New England Patriots. It solidifies it, and the New England Patriots, perfect segue moving forward, passing Miami Dolphins here, went ahead
I
and
hate you so much.
beat
I hate
the
you so much.
the Tampa
I
Bay
wish that we weren't recording right now.
Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, this is a game that we thought would be a close game. We thought it was going to be some, heavyweights going at it, and we came away saying, I had the New England Patriots as the number one in my power rankings last week, and I think they solidified that, with this particular win against Tampa Bay. Do you not agree, Chris?
I completely disagree with you. Florida man
Big,
football.
big surprise.
Oh yeah, you know what, and you know what, the fact that we do this now for a couple of years now is because we're boys, we know each other for a long time. But anybody that knows you and anybody that knows me knows one thing clearly, Johnny Cinco. You're a Patriot fan. I'm a Buccaneer fan, and the reason why you picked the Bucks to win last week is because you didn't want to jinx yourself. But you know what? You know what? Let's be real. No. Let's be real. Florida man football. I don't care who's watching. Let's be real. I said this in a group text, and I stand by it. You beat a team with their hands tied behind their back. You beat a team that had multiple injuries on offense and defense, and you want to be proud of yourself. You want to hold that. Oh, the greatest team in that division now is the Patriots. Listen, man. Listen. You won the
Okay.
battle. You won the battle, but you're going to lose the war. And you know why? Because the Bucks are going to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Bucks, and it's going to be the Bills, the team that you just said lost, and now the Patriots are back to being number one. It's going to be the Bucks and the Bills. Florida man football. This dude right here is not wavering, and you won a game. Congratulations.
Okay.
You any given Sunday, but
Okay.
you beat a depleted team. So you're not the
Oh, is that
better team. You're not the better team. You're just the better team this Sunday. You're welcome.
Here's what your problem is, Chris. You're a little delusional.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay to be a fan and being a little delusional.
Okay.
Because what have I said so many times, Chris? As an NFL player, what is your greatest ability?
I'm not going to say it because then that would mean that I listen to you. That would mean that I listen to you, so I'm not going to answer that.
So obviously your greatest ability is your availability, and I agree.
I thought it was your divisibility. I don't listen to you.
I was high on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chris. I told you they're going to the NFC Championship.
Whatever,
This team, when they're healthy, is legit. But here's the problem, Chris. They're not healthy. They're not going to be healthy.
So stop giving the Patriots credit, Johnny. Stop giving them credit when a team isn't healthy.
Stop, Chris. You're living
Whatever.
on the dream. You're living on the dream on what's on paper. The Buccaneers are paper champions, okay? You're living on that dream, on what it could be if they all show up.
Okay.
They're not going to, bro. They're not going to, okay? Reddick, they picked your key defensive signing is injured. Bucky Irvin, injured. Everybody.
Thank you for telling me what I just told everybody.
Injured.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Good job.
The problem is you're never going to have what you had on paper, which looked really good. Was why on the preseason I'm like NFC Championship. You're never going to get that. And you want to sit here and knock that it's going to be the Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams.
Oh, it is.
It is. Two teams that the New England Patriots already beat.
Who?
So they already beat both those teams.
What you have to say.
And
Nobody
so,
cares. Nobody
no,
cares.
so
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
You're living in denial. You don't live on facts.
I got a joke. I got a joke in.
No. You're one joke. You got it. And congratulations. But you want to just hate on them because of the fact that they beat us because we're depleted. You're always depleted. You beat team. You can't take the credit when it works off you. Oh, we beat these teams. Well, you've been beating all year, depleted, and then you get handled. And then say, well, we're depleted. I'm like, nah, bro, you beat good teams.
About?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have beat good teams depleted. You've been depleted all season.
Let me remind you that this is Florida man football, Johnny.
You got handled.
Let me remind you And the New England Patriots proved one thing: it's better to be lucky than good. We'll see you. We'll see you in the playoffs. Oh wait, we won't, because the Bills are going to beat you.
It's actually better to be healthy than good, and the New England Patriots just proved that. So you can say whatever you want, Chris. Let's go ahead and move on to our Week 11 picks. Now let's go ahead and start off with Thursday Night Football, which, talking about the New England Patriots, they're going and facing the Jersey Jets. They're playing in New England. Chris, who you got here?
I mean, going back to Johnny Cinco's logic, Fordham football streaming on all major platforms. Going back to your logic, it would say that there's no way possible that the New England Patriots would lose this game 2-7 and 8-2. This game, Johnny, is a no-brainer in the sense that the Jets are not the Dolphins. I hate to dig on our Dolphins, right? But they're not the
Okay.
Dolphins. And no matter what, Johnny, they know that they're playing for draft picks. So, I mean, give me New England to get an easy W here at home. Patriots are winning this game.
You say that, but the Jets have won 2 in a row. So they just won last week and the week before. So I get it.
Who?
I agree.
Who?
So I disagree.
Who
The Miami Dolphins,
cares?
not gonna go for it
I
again.
get to. I get
You gotta switch it up, man. The Miami Dolphins are facing the Washington Commanders. The Jaden Daniels less Washington Commanders playing in Miami,
Yeah.
9:30 a.m. in Spain, Madrid, Spain. This
Yeah.
game here. So who's winning this game?
Well, this is a very simple one. The Miami Dolphins are not playing to lose games. They're not playing to win the game, like you said earlier, Johnny. There's 2, 3, and 7 teams. Miami team is the quote unquote home team. And at the end of the day, if you just go on paper, Johnny, if you just go on paper, like we said in the beginning of the year, Miami's not a bad team. So Miami's going to win this game without Jaden Daniels for the Redskins. Let me call them Redskins. Miami wins this game.
All right, fair enough. The Atlanta Falcons, NFC South game here, playing the Carolina Panthers. If this game's in Atlanta, Chris, who's winning?
Yeah, you got a 500 team in the Panthers. You got a 3-7 team a 3-6 team in the Falcons. But ultimately, if you watched all these games, Johnny, you know that the Falcons are the better team. The Falcons are at home in a divisional game. Give me a tough, close game, but give me the Falcons to win this game and only help out the Bucks, right? Because the Panthers are 500. So a win here by the Falcons helps us. Go Falcons. Oof, it tasted bad in my mouth, but Falcons win.
Now, this is the game of the week coming up here. The Buffalo Bills against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Buffalo. Both teams cannot afford to lose again. They were both on a losing streak. Who ends it?
What do you do, Johnny Cinco? What do you do when I've got both of these teams going to the Super Bowl? So you've put me in a box here.
They're going to tie?
Well, you look you look at the schedule, you look at the matchups, you look at what team needs to win this game more, right?
Yep.
And look no further than the Tampa Bay Bucks. In other words, the Bills have a path to victory after this loss. Give me the Bucks to win on the road. Bucks win.
I'm fine with the Bucks winning it, but
Yeah.
I would argue that it's more important for Buffalo to win this game. The NFC South is they have a stranglehold, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even with a loss. But Buffalo Bills can't afford to lose anymore with the Patriots on their winning streak. So I think Buffalo needs this a little more, especially at home. But you're going with
The difference here, Johnny, and why the consensus is the Bucks are going to win is for 2 reasons. Number one, your boy here gave you 12 plus wins the week before, so
11.
don't worry. No, not 12 or 13, I forget. So
Yeah.
it matters.
11.
But the second part, Johnny Cinco, is I get what you're saying because you're high on the Patriots. Patriots are going to fall off. It doesn't matter. Bucks are winning this game. Bucks and Bills.
I didn't say anything about the Patriots.
Bucks and Bill. I just want to jab it one more time. Bucks and Bill Super Bowl, baby. But the Bucks are going to win this game.
Okay, that's not a Tampa Bay lifer speaking at all. The Tennessee Titans are going against the Houston Texans. They're playing in Tennessee. Chris, who's winning this game?
Yeah, I mean, Mills showed that he can ball out, so it doesn't matter if it's Mills or Stroud. At the end of the day, the road team's going to win this game. Don't overthink this one. Houston's winning. The Titans are still scratching their heads wondering what they did with Ward.
Chicago Bears, again, coming through what like I said last week, constantly fourth quarter comebacks to win games. They're traveling to Minnesota, divisional rival, playing them Vikings. Who's winning?
Yeah, this is your lock-in of the week for me, Johnny Cinco. It's 6-3, 4-5, and you were right last week. You're right, but if you're watching these games, you're watching the Vikings, man, especially with McCarthy playing. They're just a no, they're not weird is not the right word. They're just a team that finds ways to be competitive and to be in games. So
They're a good football team.
being at home, give me the Vikings to win, man. Vikings win. Don't overthink this one. This is my lock-in of the week. Vikings win.
The disappointing Green Bay Packers, who forgot how to play offense in this game, are
Yo.
going against the Jersey Giants in Jersey. Who's winning?
Yeah, and Florida Man Football streaming on all major platforms. Let's remind everybody that what we already know now is that's Jameis Winston is playing. The coach is gone, and Johnny, like let's be real. Let me be very clear because I want to get your take on this. When you get a coach that's fired, you get a team that's fired up, right? That want to show out and help the new coach, the interim coach. Now you get another quarterback at that with Jameis Winston that everybody's excited internally about Jameis Winston, right? And
Okay.
then you get a team like Green Bay who poops the bed, for a better word, in games like this. So why would I not take the Giants to win, Johnny? I want your take on this, but give me the Giants to win and Jameis Winston on prime time here, give or take, to get a W.
No, I ain't mad at that. Jameis he can throw for 450 yards and
Right,
throw for 5 touchdowns
right,
and 5 picks, but still he's a player that the team rallies around. The Packers have disappointed me so much.
right,
Have been
right.
such a disaster, such a good team. So I
100%.
don't know what's going on there. It's a mess. I don't have any faith in the Green Bay Packers. So I'm perfectly fine with everybody's crying about this coach getting fired, like how unfair it is. He's 20-40. Okay, don't talk to me. He's unfair. I
Right,
understand the injuries. I understand what happened. You got to figure it out. You
right,
got to figure it right now. We're dealing with our connection issues. We're even in the show. Well, we figure it out. We figure it out. The coach needs to
right.
figure it out, and he
Damn
didn't.
straight.
20-40 after 3.5 years isn't going to cut it. See ya. Stop
Right.
crying about how unjust this was. It was perfectly just. The Pittsburgh Steelers going ahead against the Cincinnati Bengals. Chris, I think this will be the last week without Burrow. Burrow's possibly coming back after this particular week. They're playing in Pittsburgh. Who's winning this game?
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that, Johnny, because it's like, hey, you think that Bengals are in full tilt, right? Well, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers are in full tilt. When was the last time we said the Steelers are almost a 500 team? They're
Yeah.
5-4. Like when was the last time that even those words came out of my mouth? So, Johnny, I'm going to take the home team here. Give me the Steelers to win this game for the simple fact that Tomlin is an amazing coach. Rodgers is/was an amazing quarterback, and they're going to figure this thing out with Metcalf. So, give me the 5-4 Steelers to win this game, and it's going to be a close game, 7 or less.
Agreed. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going ahead and taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Jacksonville. Who's winning?
Chargers. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Listen, I'm so mad at Jacksonville. I'm over
No,
it. I'm over
you're
it.
right.
I'm over it. Chargers win. Let's move on.
Bro, I was watching that game and I was like, okay, 29-10, fourth quarter. I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and do some other things. Wasn't paying attention and come back and saw what happened. So I'm with you. Nothing else needs to be said. The Chargers are winning that game.
Yep.
Now, the other Los Angeles team, the Rams, are going against the Seattle Seahawks in LA. Who's winning?
Because I am high on our Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm going to ride them till the wheels fall off. This is like game of the week, right? 2.0 for me at 4 o'clock.
Really good game.
Oh, amazing game, Johnny. You're talking about the Seahawks at 7-2, the Rams at 7-2. You're talking about two teams that are basically running on all cylinders. So I'm going to take, and this is a very simple pick for me, believe it or not, because one, I take the veteran quarterback, which is Stafford, and I take the veteran team, which is the Rams, and I take the team that's at home, which is the Rams, right? So 1, 2, and 3. Give me the Rams to win a very close game at home. Rams win.
Yeah, good call. I think these two teams will see each other again in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But Rams win this one.
Yep.
The Arizona Cardinals are going against the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in Arizona. Who's winning?
I feel like the Cardinals, after the preseason and everything they had, Johnny, where we thought that they were going to be a playoff contending team, have finally realized who they are. They've made the moves at quarterback. We already know that. And I feel like the 49ers are 6-4, still feel like they have something to play for with a healthy McCaffrey. Give me the 49ers to win on the road. Another close game just because the Cardinals are the home team, if that makes sense. But the
Yeah.
Niners are going to win this game.
The Cleveland Browns are taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This game's in Cleveland. Who's winning?
So again, these type of games are always tough games. So it's going to be a little closer than I think people think. But the Ravens have proven what you said earlier, previous episodes, and what we both agree on, and that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are a team to beat. The Ravens get back to 500 here. Give me the Ravens to win on the road. Don't over second guess this one, Johnny Cinco. Ravens win.
Now, the AFC West leading Denver Broncos are taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Denver. Who's winning this game?
Florida Man Football, streaming on all major platforms. The reason why you're tuning in right now, Johnny Cinco, if people are still listening, is because we're going to give you those double-digit wins. And these are the kind of games that you have to kind of call properly and those tough calls to make. And you've got the 8-2 Broncos, Johnny. I know that you were high on the Broncos earlier in this year. I was not, right? You were high on them. I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Were you high enough to say that they're 8-2 at this point? Be honest.
No, of course not.
Okay. Right. And so here we are, they're 8-2. You've got the Chiefs at 5-4. Ultimately, we know that the NFL, the way that it works and the structure that it works, Johnny, that the Chiefs are going to fight to get into the playoffs. They have to start now. Upset alert. Give me the Chiefs to win on the road, and they'll be 6-4 after this one.
Yeah, the NFL is going to go ahead and ensure that path to the playoffs is a little smoother moving forward.
Yep.
The Philadelphia Eagles are taking on the Detroit Lions. Another good game. This game is in Philly. Who's winning this game?
Yeah, you've got, just recently we know with Campbell, he didn't fire the offensive coach, but he basically took the reins on the offensive side of the ball. And I was told by people like Chris that that was great and needed to be done weeks ago. But anyways, the Lions are 6-3. With the Eagles, Johnny, we know that Brown is just. Did you see what he just said about his fantasy football status? Did you hear about what Brown said?
Well, I know he's angry, he's pissed
Yeah.
off, and he has a right to be. This offense looks terrible.
Yeah, but yet they're 7-2, right? So you're right, but they're 7-2. So
He should be calm. He should calm down because he got a Super Bowl ring. I can understand the frustration about not getting the ball because their contracts are based on how many balls they get, how many yardage they get. But hey, you got paid, you got a Super Bowl ring. Just ride out the wins, bro. But obviously, he's at this point he's more concerned with the dollar signs since he got those. So Philadelphia, in my opinion, big mistake. They should have traded him and at least got a number one draft pick for him. But they decided to keep him.
You know what? To your point, you're 100% right, bro. Because look, they're 7-2 regardless of him, right? So yeah, You're right. They should have traded him. Nevertheless, you got the Lions. The Lions are the road team here, 6-3. Eagles are the home team at 7-2. For me, it's a very simple game in the sense that when you have two very good teams playing, you got to pick the home team. I'm taking the Eagles to win and find a way, the Super Bowl champions to find a way to win, and for the Lions to be 6-4. Give me the Eagles to win a very close game. I'm talking about like less than 6 points.
Your hate for Chris and the Detroit Lions are showing.
Amen.
Now moving to finalizing this Week 11 in the NFL, Monday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders taking on your second favorite team, your Dallas Cowboys, playing in Vegas. Who is winning this game?
Johnny, do you remember like a couple years ago now, we used to talk about the palate cleanser game? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Remember the palate cleanser? Well, here comes Florida Man Football, streaming on all major platforms, Monday Night Football, November 17th. This is what we call your palate cleanser game. And it's coming right now because if you look at it, the Cowboys coming off a bye week, everybody trying to get healthy. The Raiders, we know who they are at 2-7. They're not a team like the Dolphins that are they actually know their assignment at this point, which is to look like you're competitive, but take an L. So give me the Cowboys to win on the road. I'm going to say 7 or more points, Johnny. And this is what rights the ship for the Cowboys to start working for the playoffs.
Give it up, Chris.
Let's go, them boys.
Are done. They're done. So, So would you, if the Cowboys lose this game, will you officially admit that the Cowboys are not going to make the playoffs, that they're done?
Listen, Johnny Cinco, to your point here, there would be a statistic mathematical equation where they're out of the playoffs. I would have no argument. But when the Cowboys win, they're going to have like a 25% chance of making the playoffs.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question with a question. If your team has a 25% chance of making the playoffs, are you going to count them out?
Hey, Fox News, that's not the question I asked you.
I mean,
I
I'm just,
I, 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 I asked you, hey, if they lose, if they
but they're
lose.
not. They're not. They're not.
Okay, okay.
Listen,
All
this
right.
is the guy. This is the
Appreciate
guy
it,
right
appreciate
here.
it.
You got double digit wins. I got like 13, 14 wins. I forgot. So
Double,
if people
that's
are
that's
still,
that's
if
double digit.
if people are still tuning in right now to Florida football, they know that we got the picks. So why would you not pick the Cowboys to win? Because they're gonna win. I ain't
All
got to
right,
worry about your question. I don't got to worry about your question, bro. Let's go.
fair enough. The picks are in for Week 11, Chris. Any final words? Any takeaway from anything else in the NFL?
No, man, no. I mean, at the end of the day, right now, from a fantasy football perspective, it's not about free agent for waiver wires. You are where you are. You are where you're standing. I think there's like 4 or 5 weeks left in fantasy football. So if you're still fighting it out, please do comment on X, comment on Facebook. Let us know where you are as far as fantasy, so we can give you some advice. But short of that, Johnny Cinco, I'm hopeful for the Bucks to right the ship. Going back to our Florida teams, we know who Duval is, and in Miami. If you're not playing for draft picks, man, what are you doing at this point? What are you doing?
We play to win the game,
I
Chris.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Biggest takeaway, of course, is that the New England Patriots take a stranglehold of the number one power ranking there in the NFL.
I'm going to hang
I
up.
don't care what you say.
I'm going to
Number
hang
one
up on
power
you.
ranking.
I'm
New
going to hang
England
up on you.
Patriots are back. The Miami Dolphins haven't figured out what they're doing. They're gonna hand out. They're gonna stay in limbo, and that's going to kill them, as it always does. Tampa Bay, of course, is always in the mix. Tampa Bay has the best team in the NFC when they are healthy, possibly the NFL. The problem is they're never healthy.
It's
And I
coming.
don't see anything that's going to convince me, not yet anyway, that the entire team that we saw in the preseason, the team that we're excited about to really do something, is actually going to go ahead and play on the field at the same time. Until that happens, I have my doubts with Tampa. Best of luck to you. Let's see what happens here.
Yes.
Hopefully next week we're back in the studio, but we appreciate you guys watching, listening.
Yes.
We out.
Well.
Later.